In today's video, we will discuss the top 10 facts about Ava DuVernay you didn't know. Please make sure you subscribe to the Top 10 Jaw-Dropping Facts channel. New videos release every Monday through Friday. Here are the top 10 facts about Ava DuVernay. Number 10. There is a Barbie modeled after her. While DuVernay has been nominated for some of the most prestigious awards in the entertainment industry, she has received accolades which indicate her importance to society as a whole. One of the most notable honors she has received was when Mattel created an Ava DuVernay Barbie doll. This is just another way that DuVernay has been able to help young black girls feel more represented. Number 9. She founded a distribution company. While finding high-profile and meaningful parts is one of the biggest challenges for black actors, it is not the only challenge. There is also significant difficulty in getting films made by black directors distributed. For this reason, DuVernay chose to take the matter into her own hands. She founded the African American Film Festival Releasing Movement. The organization has received a great deal of support from stars like Kerry Washington and Jessica Chastain. Number 8. She is a trailblazer. DuVernay's status as a leader in the movement towards equality in Hollywood could not have been cemented without her incredible abilities behind the camera. She has earned numerous honors as a director, paving the way for future African American filmmakers. She became the first ever African American woman to win the Best Director prize at the Sundance Film Festival in 2012. She was also the first African American director to have a film nominated for Best Picture at the Academy Awards, and the first black woman director to be nominated for a Golden Globe. Number 7. Ava DuVernay originally had a career in public relations, with film work on the side. Judging by the quality of her work in films like Selma and 13th, you would have thought that Ava DuVernay always aspired to be a filmmaker, but that's not the case. Shortly after the release of the 2014 civil rights drama about Martin Luther King Jr.'s historic march in Alabama, DuVernay revealed that she didn't become a filmmaker until she was in her 30s after spending more than a decade in public relations. But that all changed when Ava DuVernay began working on her own script at night and finally decided to make the jump to filmmaking shortly after. And while the writer-director at one point felt her late start would hurt her, she later learned to take what she learned from her previous profession to make her a better filmmaker. Number 6. Disney reached out to Ava DuVernay to direct A Wrinkle in Time. The way that Ava DuVernay gave her all to the 2018 Disney adaptation of A Wrinkle in Time, you would think that the director was the one who pitched the idea to the House of Mouse, but it was actually the other way around. During a 2018 interview with Collider, DuVernay revealed that Disney reached out to her as the studio was making a push to have a more diverse group of filmmakers attached to their latest projects, stating, "The Academy Award-nominated filmmaker also pointed to the likes of Ryan Coogler, Taika Waititi, and Nikki Caro, who were all given an opportunity by Disney to bring new life and different perspectives to different projects involving the studio's various properties. The interesting thing about this movie is that I did not pitch them, they pitched me. That's a rare thing. It happened because there were people at Disney that were forward-thinking, so I have to tip my hat to them." Number 5. Ava DuVernay became the first African American female to direct a movie that earned $100 million at the box office. A Wrinkle in Time wasn't the critical or commercial darling that fans of Madeleine L'Engle's classic novel hoped it would be, but Ava DuVernay's 2018 adaptation was anything but a failure in terms of its impact on big-budget productions. The movie was the first time an African American female director was given a $100 million budget, as well as the first time a movie of its kind crossed a special threshold at the box office. The 2018 adaptation hit the $100 million mark domestically after 101 days in theaters, which earned Ava DuVernay the distinction of being the first African American female director to earn a spot in the $100 million club. And even though the movie lost money when compared to its large production and marketing budgets, this shouldn't take away from the fact that DuVernay was able to help a movie reach such a historical milestone. Number 4. Ava DuVernay almost directed Black Panther. Back before Ryan Coogler was brought on to write and direct the landmark 2018 Marvel film Black Panther, Disney and Marvel Studios were looking for unique voices to bring on to tell T'Challa and Wakanda's story. Ava DuVernay was one of those voices, and it looks like she was close to signing on, as she told The Hollywood Reporter in 2015, when talking about considering the film and asking herself if it was important enough to commit years to making. She said, "Despite having a desire to tell the story of one of the most culturally rich figures in comics, Ava DuVernay ultimately decided to pass on the offer, citing creative differences are her main reason." Number 3. Ava DuVernay originally started working on When They See Us after one of the Central Park Five tweeted her. One of Ava DuVernay's most successful projects is her 2019 Netflix limited series When They See Us, which chronicles the events and aftermath of the 1989 Central Park jogger case and the 5 suspects who were falsely accused and vilified after the attack. But this groundbreaking miniseries never would have become a reality if it weren't for a tweet sent out by one of the Central Park 5. Shortly after the series was released in the summer of 2019, Ava DuVernay told Forbes that she first started working on the project in 2015 after Raymond Santana Jr. sent her a direct message on Twitter asking about her next project with CP5 #fingers crossed added at the end. A few months later, DuVernay and Santana met when the director was in New York City, and the rest is history. Number 2. Big Barda, one of the new gods, happens to be Ava DuVernay's favorite superhero. We will never get to know what the world of Black Panther would have been like with Ava DuVernay behind the camera, but fans of the DC Comics franchise New Gods will get to see the director's interpretation of the series when the upcoming movie finally hits theaters. And judging by a 2017 tweet from the Selma and 13th director, New Gods will be in a good set of hands as DuVernay's favorite comic book character is a new god herself. That tweet about Big Barda was sent out several months before it was even announced that Ava DuVernay was attached to the DC project. It's safe to say that New Gods won't be anything less than a passion project for the remarkably talented and creative filmmaker. Number 1. Ava DuVernay was elected to the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences Board in 2020. The Academy of Motion Arts and Sciences has long been accused of having a diversity problem, especially in the past few years. To combat this, the Academy recently started making a push to have more diverse members of its board, including the March 2020 election of Ava DuVernay to the director's branch. Ava DuVernay was one of 6 first-time members elected to the board in 2020. The election established new records with the election of 26 women and 12 people of color. DuVernay's election is just one part of the Academy's push to have Oscar-eligible films to become more diverse and inclusive in the years to come. I hope you enjoyed our breakdown of the 10 facts about Ava DuVernay you didn't know. Please leave a comment below for any Ava facts you think we missed. Do not forget to subscribe to the Top 10 Jaw-Dropping Facts channel. And new episodes release every Monday through Friday.